Hello, my name's Freya from our Big Love Company and a very warm welcome to Big Me Time Monday. Now, Me Time Monday is your opportunity to have just 5 minutes of sacred me time. So bolt the doors, make sure the kids are in bed and put the day's work behind you. Now, each week I create a short exercise designed to help you tap into your subconscious because I believe that it's here that you have all the answers you need and the resources to creating a wealthy life that you love. This week, my creative exercise has been inspired by nature. It's autumn now, and just walking around, I found things like conkers and little acorns, and that gets me to think about what are the seeds that I can plant to grow my big oak tree, a future legacy. But let's bring this a little closer to home. And the exercise I've designed is really to think about your own garden or park or your nearest green space. And I've actually spoken to good Yorkshireman Dave Pashby this week to ask him what are the types of activities that we need to be doing in our garden this season. And I'd like you just to listen to Dave speak and note down all the activities that he mentions and actually think about how metaphorically you can apply these to your own life at the moment and the projects that you've got going on. How can you bring those into line with our greatest teacher, nature? So enjoy this video and I will speak to you once we've heard from Dave. Okay, so what are the key things we need to be doing at this time of the year?
Hi, so now we're in end of October, early November. The key things that we need to be doing in the garden at this time of year, obviously as you can see we're looking at the lawns, lots of leaves are falling from the trees now, so we need to be raking them up, putting them on the compost heap, and if you don't have a compost heap, put them in black bags and you can paste them, leave them to one side, and come sort of next spring we can look at actually using them onto the garden as compost. So that's a good idea to do this time of year. Obviously you come into the end of the season with the grass, so maybe cutting the top layer off, just a little bit off, just obviously to leave that for the new growth for next season. Other things that we need to be looking at, as you can see, looking at the borders, there's lots of weeds in there, so we need to be taking them out. Deadheading plants and flowers, obviously roses, that's the sort of thing we need to be cutting down, but obviously getting ready for the spring for next year. Other things we can be looking at is planting bulbs ready for the new season, so new growth again, and things like with the fruit trees, it's a good time of year to sort of be cutting them back a little bit, maybe to sort of 2 to 3 foot, obviously to allow for the planting for the next year. Other things to bear in mind, things like obviously small pots which we're prone to frost at this time of year, so we'll be looking to either bring them into the greenhouse or into the conservatories that we have at the house here. Other things to bear in mind for this time of year would be like just generally just cutting back, picking up the branches that are falling from the trees, and just keeping the garden generally tidy, ready for the winter time.
Hi, welcome back, and thanks to Dave Pashby, landscape gardener from Ambient Solutions in York. We're going to be hearing a lot more from Dave over the forthcoming seasons. Now, for this autumn season, these are the key activities that I took note of from Dave's video. One, he made a lot of reference to deadheading, compost, clearing out, raking over grass, and all in line for preparation for growth next year. Now, we're in November, and the growth he's talking about isn't going to be happening for another 6 months. So the key lesson here is forward planning is essential. So what do you need to do today to start to prepare for your growth and what you want to see happen in your life next year? Number 2, he made reference to weeding out borders. So again, I'm thinking, what is it that you want to bring into your life next year? Because first of all, you've got to clear the space, create the space for it to grow into your life. So for example, think about decluttering on all levels, from decluttering your home, to tying up loose ends in your business, to even, thinking about your own body. And now is a great time to do a detox and just prepare and nurture yourself through the winter season, get all that nourishment for growth in the spring. Number 3, Dave made reference to priorities. What is it that you want to grow in your garden? Now, Dave filmed that in my grand's garden, and the key things for her were roses and fruits, because these are her priorities. One, fruits, because she likes to make jams and pies and do all the baking. And secondly, roses, because she's in her 80s and roses are glorious, beautiful flowers, but essentially they're really low maintenance. So the message here is you can't be jack of all trades. You need to think about, what are your specialities and focus on nurturing those. And finally, Dave mentioned bringing little plants inside, protecting them from the frost. So to me, this speaks of maintenance and what is it that needs nourishment throughout this season, and what needs taking care of. What are the little weak spots, the delicate areas, be it in your body, be it in your business. So take note of those. Now, I hope that has been a fascinating exercise, and I would be absolutely delighted for you to share your own thoughts on our Facebook page, which is Our Big Love Company, and any other symbolism that you're drawn to. I will be, of course, delighted to share and interpret what that symbolism means. But in the meantime, get busy decluttering and clearing out and sowing the seeds for next year. And in the meantime, I will see you next Monday. Thank you.